Yes! Alrighty, what's up everybody? It is I, your Tribal God of Extreme, Peter Joseph here, on your Football Sunday, October the 26th, 2025. Thank you all for watching, right here on Metal God 669. And as always, thank you for watching. Make sure you like the video and subscribe now. Right now. Now. Do it now. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, as always, when we get serious, we don't do the big fancy intros, because we don't need to. And if you're coming to my channel for the first time, this is a tribute channel to the faithful departed in the world of sports, music, movies, TV, whatever it may be. And then also I have some music-related videos, some unbagging, some, stuff like that, some concert footage here and there. So, it's a little bit of a mix. So deal with it. If you don't like it, get off my channel and go somewhere else. But mostly, I say 85% of my channel is tribute videos, not for clout, not making fun of the dead, not profiting off the dead or anything like that. You think that you got problems, but we'll move on from that. Anyway, in any case, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for watching on this beautiful Sunday afternoon. Now, go back a few videos. I had a lot of videos on this channel. 5 videos over the last week. Now, you make this 6 in the span of a week. It's crazy how many people have died in the span of a week. We lost Ace Frehley, Diane Keaton, D'Angelo, Sam Rivers from Limp Bizkit. We lost Mo from Men on a Mission. And today, I was shocked to hear this news. And I was watching the NFL today, because it's Football Sunday, Week 8 in the NFL, and the league where they play for pay. And I heard and I'm a Niner fan. I'm a 95% Niner fan, because of my brother from another mother. But, I grew up a Giant fan, and then a New York Giant fan early because of my dad. And then later on, because the Giants started to stink, I just became a Jet fan. And I'm still a Jet fan at heart, but I'm more of a Niners fan than I am a Jet fan right now. But hearing this news today on the NFL Today about a former franchise legend, no, not Joe Namath, nothing like that, a former player who played pretty recently for the Jets, has passed away. And that man is Nick Mangold. He died he died today at the tender age of 41. You would look at the guy's picture, you're like, oh, this guy's got to be like 45, 50 at least. No, he's 41. Just a shock. And for the Jets organization, not that they're having a great season anyway, they're 0-7 this year. But yeah, Nick Mangold, who endeared himself to fans and teammates with his blue-collar, everyman demeanor, died today due to complications from kidney disease. And this came 12 days after he made a public appeal for a kidney transplant. So he was looking for a transplant. Sadly, I guess there was no perfect match for that, and he passed away today. And on October the 14th, he made this plea to fans and anybody he could to get a kidney transplant, which I didn't even know he had kidney disease. But we get that. And Jets owner Woody Johnson, you're an idiot, said in a statement on the Jets website, Nick was more than a legendary center. He was the heartbeat of our offensive line for a decade, from like 2010-ish. Actually, take about 2010 to pretty much almost now, for a decade, and a beloved teammate whose leadership and toughness defined an era of Jets football. Off the field, Nick's wit, warmth, and unwavering loyalty made him a cherished member of our extended Jets family. And I couldn't believe it. He played at Ohio State. Played center for Ohio State. Just an amazing guy. He was also on Chopped, by the way. If you religiously, like me, watch the Food Network, he was on Chopped for an NFL themed episode. That was pretty nice. Like, Nick Mangold of all people, Okay. Anyway, so like I said, October 14th, Nick announced that he was diagnosed in 2006 with a rare genetic disorder and that he was undergoing kidney dialysis. No, that's not good. He directed his message to the Jets and Ohio State communities, asking for a kidney transplant because no one in his family shared his type O blood type. I'm type O. Type O negative? No. That's a band. Anyway, this isn't an easy message to share, but I want to be open about what's been happening with me and my health, which he said in a statement 12 days ago. And he's among 52 modern-era candidates currently being considered for induction into the Pro Football Hall of Fame. He should go in. Known as Nick and... Actually, take that before I move with that. After an All-American career at Ohio State, he was first-round draft pick by the Jets in 2006. They also drafted left tackle DeBrickashaw Ferguson. Oh, we remember him, don't we? Most of you do, most of you don't. Known as Nick and Brick, they became the leaders of an offensive line that paved the way for playoff appearances in 2006, 2009, and 10, which is pretty much their last year they were in the playoffs. The Sanchez years, where they got to the AFC title game and lost to the Steelers, who then eventually won the Super Bowl that year. That was under Coach Rex Ryan. Oh, good old Coach Ryan. You gotta love that guy. And he said today on ESPN, Sunday Morning Football, "It's brutal, such a great young man. I had the pleasure of coaching him for all 6 years with the Jets." And he was crying through the broadcast. I felt bad for the guy. And the Jet organization. He also said, "I remember it was obvious I was getting fired. My last game, Mangold got injured, and he comes to me and says, 'I'm playing this game,' and he went in and played for me. That's what I remember about this kid. He was awesome. Not Mike Awesome, but he was awesome and just way too young. I feel so bad for his wife and family." Sucks. I guess, tough guy. He was known for his toughness and cerebral approach. He became one of the most decorated centers in the NFL. 7-time Pro Bowler and twice named first-team All-Pro. 2009, he was a calming influence for rookie quarterback Mark Sanchez, who's now in jail for whatever he did. Crazy stuff, Mark Sanchez. He got a knife or something like that. Anyway, who overcame his turnover issues to help the Jets to the first of 2 straight appearances in the AFC title game, 2009 and 10. Both lost. I forgot who they lost to in 2009. I know 10 was the Steelers, but got that. He was inducted into the Jets Ring of Honor in 2022. He had his traditional beard and his trademark backwards cap. Punctuated his speech to the stadium by cracking open a beer. I don't see that every day. Much to the delight of the crowd. He was seldom seen in public without his backward baseball cap. And on that Chopped episode, he was wearing the baseball cap. He was known for his toughness, played 5 straight years before missing his first game. Wound up missing only 4 in his first 10 seasons. He missed 8 games with a foot injury in his last season being with the Jets in 2016. Former Jet quarterback Ryan Fitzpatrick, good quarterback, not great with the Jets, but still, said Nick was a great man in every aspect, an all-time teammate and a great friend, heartbroken for his family. After being released by the Jets, he drew interest from the Baltimore Ravens, but he decided to retire after 11 seasons with the Jets, and he started 164 of 176 games. He lived in New Jersey, became an assistant football coach for Odell Barton's school in Morristown. And he said last year in a New York Post article, "You get to mold boys into men and teach the game of football, but also teach them a little bit about life as you go along." Well, that's what all coaches say. So, I'm going to mold you into a great football player. That's what they say to you when you do Pee Wee football or even, up to college, really. And, pretty much up to college. And then you get drafted to a great team or not so great team. But, and then, depends on how you do in college and how you do in the NFL. But Nick Mangold was a great player. Great Jet. I love the guy. He's a very great guy. And I loved his toughness, on the field and even off the field. Like I said, surprisingly, he was on Chopped. I mean, who knew that, a guy, his size, be on a show like Chopped, eating various tailgate food. But he was he was not kind of known for that too. But just a sad day for the Jets franchise. I mean, for a horrible season that they're having right now, 0-7. They're playing the Bungles right now. They're losing 3-0 already. What else is new? And my Niners are losing 3-0 to the Texans. But they'll probably be well, actually, they're on the Texans are on the 15-yard line, so that might be with a 4th and 2. So it might be 6-0 right now. Niners not looking so good right now. Not good. 5:20 win in the first quarter. Giants are down 7-0 after a 65-yard run by former Giant Saquon Barkley, and they're pretty much going down the field again. The Giants were the first meeting at MetLife Stadium, and just obliterating Jalen Hurts and the offensive line, and then Jackson Dart, whatever his fucking name is, just had a great game, and then Giants, who should have lost that game by a lot, just shockingly beat the Eagles. So that's that. But right now, it looks like the Eagles are just coming out the gate. Boom! But we got that. Alright, minus that, Nick Mangold, a great man, a great center for the Jets, and, things happen, man. Things just happen, and we don't know when it'll be our last day. Sad that he could not find a donor to give him a kidney transplant. Sad that he had kidney disease. But he's up there now with all the other Jet greats and all the other football greats up there in heaven, playing some amazing football probably today. Well, we got all that. Alright, as I always do on my Rest in Peace videos, I like to take a ceremonial toast of whatever I got. We got Arizona iced tea. So to Nick Mangold, rest in peace, sir. Great Jet. We'll always remember you. And protect those quarterbacks up there in heaven. Okay, dude? Thank you. Rest in peace, sir. Cheers. And we got that. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, if you're a Jet fan or a football fan, leave your comments down below in the comments section. And like Trick Willie would say, let's talk about it. And that's that. Alright, I'm going to go watch the rest of my football Sunday. And then, probably after the Niners game, I'm going to do some more videos. I'm going to go out for a little bit, because it's a nice day. I might do some other stuff today. I got to do some errands and some other stuff with, with myself and, the missus, of course. And all that other stuff. So, but in any case, ladies and gentlemen, have a great Sunday. Have a great football Sunday. Go Niners, of course, even though they're down 3-0, and they got the ball back at the 35-yard line, so hopefully they'll be driving and get some points. So I think they missed Houston probably missed a field goal, because it was 4th and 2 at the 15. Well, got a 10-yard penalty, I guess. It was 4th and 2. Then I think it was 4th and whatever. It was 4th and 12. They went for the field goal, and I think they missed it. Like a 30. It had to be a 30-something yard, because I think the Texans were at the 15-yard line. Then they were at the 25 with the 10-yard penalty, and they went for the field goal and missed it. Obviously, it got blocked. But now the Niners are driving. They committed a 5-yard penalty. What else is new? Oy. So it's 1st and 15 at their own 30. down 3-0 with 5:13 in the 5 minutes left in the first quarter. It's early, not worried yet, but we got that. The Eagles missed a long field goal, so they're still up. They're still up 7-0 over the Giants. The Jets, they are pretty much, it's 10-0 right now. They're losing again. Looks like they're going to go 0-8. Oh, yeah. I don't even think they're going to get 1 or 2 wins this year. I don't even see it happening. They might go 0-16. Because, they got the bye week. So, they need that bye week bad right now. I mean, I think they get it next week or, I don't know, a couple weeks. The Niners don't have it for a while. Week 14 is the Niners bye week. Next week they got the Giants in MetLife Stadium. Then they got the Rams. They fly back to face the Rams on November 9th. Oy. That's a couple of hard games. Not so much today, but today's, they have to win today. It should win today. Houston is tough, but I don't think it's that tough. But they got, DeMarco Ryans their coach for the Texans, former defensive coach for the Niners way back in the day. Blah 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 blah. So get that. All right, but in any case, I'm gonna watch some football today. Just chill on a Sunday as we begin the final week of October. Halloween on Friday. We turn the clock back next Sunday next Saturday night into Sunday morning. So don't forget to turn your clock back at 2 a.m. We turn it back to 1 a.m. so you get an extra hour of sleep. Because you don't want to wake up next Sunday and hey, where's the game? You put on the game at 1 o'clock and you're like watching the NFL today. Hey, where's the game? And then you're asking, hey, what time is it? Oh, it's 12. I thought it was 1. I forgot to turn my clock back. But it is what it is, and that's that. Alright, go watch some football, ladies and gentlemen. Rest in peace, Nick Mangold. A great Jet center, a great consummate professional football player. Died today at the age of 41. So, my condolences go out to the Jet organization, the fans, Nick Mangold's family. And that's it. Alright, until next time, my friends. Be true to yourself. Live life every day. Take each day as it comes, because we never know when our final day will come, and that's pretty much it. Live your life to the fullest, and that's that. Until next time, my friends. Go Jets. Go Niners. Peace.